You presence this distinction of being appropriately engaged in different ways. Could you share, you know, this distinction in a way in which people can really get what is this thing called being appropriately engaged? Because to my mind, am I appropriately engaged with someone versus am I appropriately engaged with a project? But you use it with this appropriately engaged with so much of flexibility that I'm trying to sort of really distinguish it for myself from the way you are distinguished.
Well, come on, Rajesh, you have a lot of things that are not on your mind right now.
Yes.
Why? Because you're appropriately engaged with them. It's that simple.
Right.
That's simple. And I don't care how you get it off your mind. I say, what do you do? What do you need to do to get it off your mind? Maybe you need to delegate it to somebody. Maybe you need to just go, screw it, I'm just not going to bother about it. If it shows up, I'll just let it show up. And you have no more attention on it. You just renegotiate the agreement with yourself. I don't need to do anything about that. That's appropriate engagement. But it's actually going through this same clarification process. What is it? Is it actionable, yes or no? If it's not actionable, then it's either trash or it's reference material or it's something you just might want to do later, but not now. And if it is actionable, then, okay, what's the next action? And if one action won't finish it, what's the project? What's the outcome? Right. So it's this, I just discovered that algorithm. That's how you get appropriately engaged with it. But it's highly flexible. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put that on someday maybe. Or, I'm just going to make a call about that and see what happens. It's as flexible as life is. But the principle is steady and stable. There's no, if you get something off your mind, really get it off your mind, get it under cruise control, you will have done this.
So appropriately engaged and cruise control go together.
Mm-hmm.
Inappropriately engaged and having things on your mind, that kind of is the distinction, really.
Yeah, if on your mind, by the way, is just doing creative developmental thinking, and that's just fun, and just many times I'm just grazing. Look at that, oh, there's a clock over there. Hey, they're filming this. That's a great camera, right? I'm just grazing.
Right.
But if I look at it and I go, I want that camera, but I can't buy it right now, then I'm gonna be pulling out my little pen and paper and writing that down. Research Lumix cameras.
Right.
Right? Because now I'm appropriately engaged with it because it was on my mind. If I didn't write that down, there's a part of me going, David, you made a commitment. David, you made a commitment. David, you made a commitment. And this thing is going to start buzzing inside of my head somewhere, right? And so I just learned that's what I need to do is to capture. And then later on, I'll clarify whether that was a dumb idea or not, whether I'm actually going to do anything about it. And if I am, then what would doing look like? So,
and I think the key distinction that I just sort of got in this moment is that from your example of that camera, and you say, I want it, but I can't afford it, then you take it out, you don't write camera, you said research the camera, which means that what's the next step I'm going to take about it, which is actionable, and the moment I put it there, now I can let it go.
Well, it could be. For the most part, I would just write camera because it's fast.
Right.
Because I don't want to stop what we're doing here.
Sure.
And so I just grab a thing, but I will sooner than later throw that little note into my own in tray, pick it up and go, okay, what is this? And then I may come up with a project called research, R&D camera.
Right.
Right, for which I'll have a next action, to your point.
Right.
Sometimes you may make that action decision immediately.
Right.
No need to hold back on that. But it's nice to have the freedom to just capture like crazy. That's why in your mastermind groups, you want people to have the freedom to just get anything off their mind without having it perfect or having figured out what they're going to do about it.
Right.
But don't let it lie fallow. That's then where you need to go through the clarification process. Okay, now what do you need to do about that? But you need the freedom to identify anything. I probably throw away 80 or 90% of my notes. I just don't know which 80 or 90% those are right now, because when I'm having the idea, of course it's brilliant because I had the idea.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning and go, who are you kidding? Yeah. What a dumb idea. So you want the freedom to be able to do that. That's why these are two very different processes, but it's a holistic model. I need the freedom to just go, yeah, and then I need the discipline to go, what does the mean? What am I going to do about that? What commitment, if any, am I making about this, and what would doing look like?